Ooga fucking ooga cunts. Welcome to the cunt stream. We've got a nice show for you tonight. Politipod is here with us with some more shit from fucking Asia, I'm guessing. We've got the lovely Ren and her fantastic Harley Quinn icon, and then the beautiful Thorn Midnight. I don't know what they're going to be talking about, but we're going to be talking about some news stories that either piss us off, make us question things, or probably most likely piss us off. Politipod, why don't you take it away?
Pod.
Pod.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fine. Your turn first. You're going first.
Pod, go.
Stop surprising me with this. Come on. Come on, big
Pod
guy.
and
No,
go.
I'm never first.
You ruined my Irish opening.
Okay. Oh, bad. Bad things.
Yes, bad things.
Very
What
bad.
bad things?
North Korea and South Korea are
Yeah,
scheduling. Actually, Kim Jong-un just invited the South Korea's president to Pyongyang to further peace talks. This is going off in the last 3 weeks worth of things that we've been talking about with North and South Korea. So it's looking like peace is coming to the region, hopefully. One can only hope. But that seems to be the direction that they're headed right now. Hopefully it makes it makes it a little bit more peaceful over there. The message was actually delivered by Kim Jong-un's sister, who went to the Seoul, or not, not Seoul, but the Pyeongchang Olympics at the start of this week.
Is that how you say that fucking place's name? Jesus.
Pyeongchang?
Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out for like a good minute while I was watching snowboarders fall on their face last night. I was just like,
You watched the Olympics?
I was at a bar with sports on it, so I didn't have a choice.
I mean, wipeouts are amusing.
I don't know if anyone else saw, but did you guys see the way that people were talking about Kim Jong-un's sister this week?
Yes, they're talking about her like she's the hottest shit since sliced bread.
She's talking. It's amazing to me because CNN actually wrote a puff piece on her. And I just want you guys to remember that this is a dictator's sister.
Yeah, she actually accompanies him to executions. It's great. It's very heartwarming.
Yeah, she's sadistic as him. And actually, there have been reports that they're actually incestual lovers.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. That's gross.
I gotta get a look at this chick.
She isn't that hot, to be honest.
No. She actually kind of looks like she would like kick you in the nuts for fun.
She looks like the stereotypical like evil Chinese, like evil Asian lady villain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she definitely looks like a Bond villain that's gonna get fucked. I'll say that much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, that is true. But
it's really fucked that they hate Trump and Pence so much that they'll actually like disparage Pence at the cost of like paying homage to a dictator.
You can't shock the gay away in North Korea because if you're gay, you get killed.
Yeah, they just shoot you with an anti-aircraft weapon.
Wait, actually, maybe that does shock the gay away because other gays will see that, gays are being executed. So it's like, maybe dick isn't that great. I don't know.
It's a good meme.
I find it fucked up that that's one of his favorite methods of execution. Shot with an aircraft gun.
Did you know that they actually have like one of the largest indoor arenas in the world? And do you know what they use it for?
Executions?
They use it for this mass, like, some type of, like, mass, just not executions, but, not just executions, but it's also, like very big sports, and they use, like, they use it as, like, a big play arena as well. Like, they put on, like, this whole show about how great the Kims are.
Mm-hmm. Well, funny thing with your topic, you do know that BuzzFeed shit on Kim Jong-un's sister, right?
They did.
They actually shit on a woman?
They did. They apparently think it is really fucked up what they're doing, what the rest of the media is doing.
The title is PSA, Kim Jong-un's sister is not your new fave shade queen. She's a garbage monster.
Ooh, BuzzFeed with that hot fire.
Well put, BuzzFeed.
Goddamn.
Exactly.
BuzzFeed, you made me respect you right there. And then
Yeah.
I remembered about everything that you wrote in 2016 and 2017 that you disparaged my president, and now I lost all respect for you again.
Did BuzzFeed hire a straight white male that doesn't hate themselves? Is that what happened here?
No, I think we're just having a broken clock moment.
Yeah, because they list the reasons why you should not like her. And her family and brother are the main reasons.
Yep. BuzzFeed,
well
y'all, BuzzFeed got something right this week.
It's a miracle.
There's hope.
Yeah.
Thank you, BuzzFeed. There's hope.
As they say, blind squirrels can be right, or excuse me, broken clocks can be right twice a day.
Were you gonna say even blind squirrels can find a nut? Is that what you were going for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant to say the other one though.
You smashed them together.
I'm very sick right now. So
Blind squirrels are right twice a day.
you're gonna have to excuse me.
I'm not.
Even blind squirrels are right twice a day.
I'm not sure I follow that particular thought process, but it still works. It still works in this.
And no, the Remy, hell has not frozen over. BuzzFeed can just occasionally be right on very, very, very rare occasions.
Well, I mean, look at how the amount of bullshit they spew out on a regular basis. Just statistically speaking, they had to get something right eventually.
Very true. Very true.
But no, credit to BuzzFeed. They actually got this one pretty on the nose.
This is true.
All right. Pod, you got anything more for us?
Not right now.
All right. Thorn, how about we move it over to you on your story?
Cool. A high school has canceled a play after Esmeralda was given after the role of Esmeralda was given to a white student. I'm gonna explain why this is retarded. If you've never read the original version by Hugo, Esmeralda is a white French girl that was kidnapped by gypsies who are also white. But since Disney rules everything, they're assuming that Esmeralda is a brown girl.
Well, we was Kangs.
We was Kank, yeah. Unless you're brown. I'm not sure what we was. We was not counting for anything.
No, that means they still count you as black. If you are slightly brown, you are now black.
You only count brown people as black when it's advantageous to your position. Otherwise, they're white. And everybody from Spain is white. But yeah. So that is actually why that is fucking retarded. But I guess we're not even allowed to mention the fact that she was kidnapped by a minority either.
No,
because they erase that from most of the plays. They do the Disney version.
See, here's the problem: is that I don't think a lot of people even know who gypsies are. I think they just assume they're like some type of Middle Eastern or something. They're actually from Romania.
And Romani gypsies can very well be as pale as I am.
Yep.
They're very pale people if they're actually from Romania. Because a lot of gypsies are born in other places.
Well, they also forget there's a large gypsy contingent in places like Ireland and England as well.
Yeah.
So there are families of gypsies that are white as white can be, but they're still ethnically gypsy.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the largest contingent of gypsies is actually from, I think it's Long Beach, actually.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of that kind of thing in Florida. There's also a large contingent of, I don't think they're even related to gypsies, but the Irish travelers as well.
Wait, did I say Long Beach?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I meant Long Island, my bad.
That makes even more sense because there's a reality show about it.
Yeah.
Is there?
Gypsies are weird, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of TLC does them.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's on TLC, isn't it?
Yes.
Of course. That's where all the trash reality shows come from.
That's where everything, like sister cousins or something like that.
But have you ever seen gypsy wedding dresses? Dear fucking God, those are like Oh,
Okay.
Gypsy wedding dresses.
I normally hate reality TV. That was so fucking funny though.
it was a show called My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding, and you got to see everything about how Gypsy's weddings
fat
went.
Gypsy wedding.
Yes, and oh dear God, the wedding dresses.
They're so ugly. They're the ugliest thing.
I don't think ugly is an appropriate word for it. I think we need a new fucking word for what those dresses were, because fuck!
My favorite was the one that they had to plug into the wall with all the LEDs, and it looked like an Eskimo fucked a Christmas tree.
Oh God. Did you see the pink princess who had nothing but moving butterflies on their dress?
Yes, or the one chick whose skirt was so big that when she tried to run away in a huff, it actually caught on the table and she ended up like face planting really hard into the ground.
I remember that.
She got pissed and left him at the altar, and she just like ate shit on the way out
I'm not gonna
because
lie.
of her
it's-
train.
This
Trying to
sounds like the
understand
greatest reality television show of all time.
It was.
It was surprisingly good for how crap it was.
Oh God, and the gypsy fighting at the wedding. Oh my God, the fights at the wedding were awesome.
Hey guys, it's me, V. I'm a gypsy. Did you know that?
No, kick V.
Everybody wants to kick V. V wants to kick V.
V does one. But
V.
I honestly have this theory that gypsies were the original trailer park trash.
They were.
Yeah.
Probably were, to be honest.
They really were, except they weren't stationary because like trailer parks are stationary.
No,
they had like a
just
moving
moved.
trailer park
They're
of
a moving
bullshit.
Trailer park. Everywhere they go, it's a trailer park.
Yeah.
And I think the people who also like Esmeralda was this. Do you really want to claim the chick who's from the culture where scamming is actually acceptable?
Encouraged.
Encouraged.
Oh yeah. Oh
You're
yeah, yeah.
supposed to scam
As long as you don't steal from another
non-Romanis.
gypsy, you're not allowed to steal from another gypsy. Just
Yeah, you gotta
outsiders.
scam non-Romanis.
But how are you supposed to be progressive if you're historically accurate? Apparently.
Because
Well,
their idea of historical accuracy is literally the Disney film where Esmeralda is this poor put upon minority. They're a minority, all right, but they're not put upon.
Yeah.
They earned this negative stereotype.
Also, they're
Yet
putting on a
another
play.
reason why Hitler was a good guy. I'm kidding.
Also, they were putting on a play that basically the ending, per the book and the Disney movie, is the severely disabled guy gets cucked for the really good-looking, able-bodied soldier.
Yup.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which actually happens in the Disney movie too.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
Kinda
the
makes you-
story.
Kind of makes you think, is it really the appearance of a man or is it what's in his heart? 'Cause
Also,
obviously one had a
Definitely
better
the appearance of a man.
spoilers.
Definitely the appearance.
If y'all want to mute the stream right now and have any intention of ever reading the book, I'll give you.
This better not be a spoiler for a 1,000-year-old book and a 40-year-old movie.
It's not 1,000 years old.
No, and it's not a 40-year-old movie. I'm not that old. Fuck you. No, he dies in the end. So yeah, he also dies in the end. I'm just like, if anybody actually
Quasimodo.
wanted to read the classic, there you go.
You saying to me
dies.
Quasimodo died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He dies saving Esmeralda.
Yep.
Oh man.
The dude
Poor
was
little
like cucked from the beginning.
Like honestly, a
supposed
lot
to
of
be-
the Disney movies were very, very, very depressing with their endings in the original versions of them.
Oh yeah.
Anybody
Well-
want to talk about The Little Mermaid?
Anyone want to talk about how different the movie would have been with Sleeping Beauty if they actually went off the actual myth?
Not kid friendly.
Oh, you mean how she was fucked in her sleep?
You
Without
want to say the word
consent?
raped?
Yep.
Without consent, you mean?
I have a
Without
question.
consent?
How did the children survive?
Because
about,
apparently they were breastfeeding off their mom while she was unconscious.
Hmm.
It was part of the story, the original story. The reason she woke up was the baby suckling. That's what woke her up. And then then she was almost killed by the guy's wife because the guy who fucked her while she was asleep without her consent was also married to someone else.
It still isn't as bad as Cinderella.
Well, Cinderella has a happy ending for her.
It did have a happy ending for her. Her
Not
stepsisters,
for
though,
her
they cut off,
stepsisters and mom, though.
yeah, they cut off pieces of their feet so they could fit into the shoe.
They also got their eyes eaten out by crows.
Mm-hmm.
And I think their mom actually got murdered, too.
Somehow.
And Miss Anand, to answer your thing, sadly, I know this because kids, Moana is not the only one with living parents. You also have the girl from Brave, who has both her parents. And you have Rapunzel, who has both her parents. What
about the frog princess?
Oh yeah, she has her parents.
Yeah, she has her parents. They're not really mentioned a lot, but she does have her parents.
So there's actually a total of 4 Disney princesses who actually have living together parents.
5, Mulan.
5, Mulan, yeah, so 6.
But her mom isn't alive. Wait, was she?
Mom was there.
Yeah, her mom was there. Her mother
That's
and grandmother
right.
are alive.
Okay,
She has
so
mother and grandmother.
Yeah, Paige Evelez, I was about to mention that the Snow White made the evil queen dance in hot shoes as her punishment until she died.
it's a good punishment.
And she did try to kill her.
Multiple times.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that brings up the question of, did Sleeping Beauty have magical tits? Because I'm still questioning that.
Fairy tale logic. It's one of those
Fairy
things. It's
tale
like
logic?
comic book logic. Don't think about it too hard.
It's like fairy tale logic, where Sleeping Beauty still ended up with the guy who raped her in her sleep after the wife was gone.
No. But here's the thing. Comic book logic is now being explained through science. Sometimes it's bullshit, but at least you can have some sort of an understanding of how mutants are a thing and humans are a thing and this and that. Fairy tale logic is just, it's magical. Shut the fuck up. Accept it.
Also, Belle had her dad.
Well, yeah, but Thorn, that leads to the other group of, there's 3 types of Disney princesses. The ones that have no parents, the ones that have only a dad, or the ones that have full parents. As count, there's only 5 that actually have their full, no, 6. Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Aurora still has her parents by the end, alive at the end of the movie.
Anastasia.
Her parents were killed.
Not Disney.
Not Disney.
1, Anastasia was not a Disney movie. 2,
Anastasia wasn't it?
No.
Was made to look like one, but wasn't.
It was that
Who
weird.
made that?
It was the weird early 2000s trend of Disney-like. It was a bunch of other animation houses that started doing Disney-like
you know what Disney
ones.
princess does have both of her parents?
What's that?
Max from a Goofy movie. That's a lie, but his mom died.
Technically, Aladdin had dad. It was basically filled out in the sequels that his dad was still alive. It was just his mom that was dead.
Yeah, Disney likes to kill the mom off.
Disney likes killing the mom off more often than the dad.
Somebody said Mulan's father dies, which I don't remember happening.
No, her father doesn't die. Her father's crippled.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, he can't go to war.
That's why he couldn't go to war, because he was crippled and would have died. But
oh wait, does he die in Mulan too?
Who
No.
cares?
It's the direct to DVD sequel doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hercules. Yeah, technically Hercules has both his parents too. There are some.
Oh, the Hercules thing. I do like that movie.
Elsa.
I love it, but that movie still bugs me sometimes because I'm like,
both of her parents died.
Elsa and Anna.
Elsa and Anna technically had their parents through half the film, so it technically counts. But they're still dead parents.
That was not even a quarter of the film. It was like
those first 20 minutes of the movie. They died.
20 minutes. But either way, they start off and they were raised by parents
Until they were 6 or 8.
Yeah. And then
it
magically
when they were 8. It was more like when they were like 16, 15.
They were 15. They were like in their early teens. But still, no one questioned that princesses were never seen in public for years and years and years.
The peasantry just allowed them to rule from their castle.
You gonna question it?
Yeah. Hey, why don't we ever see
a great way to get
killed? Rule us?
Yes, Tarzan loses
they're
both.
Gonna kill me now. They can't even go outside.
We're talking about Disney princesses now. Tarzan's also not a princess.
No, he's not. Though there is a
Disney
theory.
Prince.
There is a theory that he is actually Anna's actual brother. It's a convoluted Disney theory, but it's that Tarzan is actually the brother of Anna and Anna's actual sibling, and that Rapunzel and Elsa are actually sisters. But after Rapunzel went missing, the parents shipped off Elsa for her protection, and she's not actually Anna's sister. She's actually the princess from another kingdom.
Yeah, I was told the one where they're cousins.
The Disney one needs the Disney fans need to fucking stop. Why
it's
can't
so amusing though.
Be
it's kind of like the same thing. How like every single J.J. Abrams movie is set in the same universe.
No, it's not.
Sure, it is.
Bullshit.
There's recurring stuff in every single one of them.
Okay.
If you look closely, every single one of them, there is a thing called Slusho, which is a slushy company.
I literally just heard about that theory today.
Yeah, every single one of them, from Cloverfield all the way to even the new Star Trek movies.
Okay, explain Star Wars and Star Trek. How can they exist in the same universe?
Okay, Star Wars is the only example of it not, because it's a pre-existing universe and not an alternate dimension.
So is Star Trek.
No, Star Trek is an alternate dimension.
Oh God,
have you not seen the new Star Trek movies?
No.
Why do I feel like I need to sub in the other half, the geekier half of my duo in here? Because it's like I have no clue what you're talking about.
Basically, to cut the premise short, the new Star Trek takes place in an alternate dimension.
I was just knowing because we're doing a Star Trek versus Star Wars argument, and this is going to be the next hour.
It's not Star Trek versus Star Wars. It's a why is X movie not have it in it?
Nah, nigga, you want to challenge? You want to throw down the gauntlet? We can do this. We can Politipod, you versus me. We're turning CNN into the Kumite.
Nerd Kumite, fight!
Jesus Christ!
Why don't you save that for tomorrow night when there's actually a
Han
show?
Solo. I can't go on there.
Okay.
Brockus, you two just take Han Solo, go over to Han Solo, and then you can go do that there. So we don't have the 2-hour-long discussion about Star Wars versus Star Trek.
Well, you know what we should do? You know what we should do? Brockus, tell us your story.
My story?
Your story that you brought to the table.
Oh, God. I actually have a few stories that I'm bringing to the table, actually, because I wasn't settled on just the one retard. I had to dive further into the well of stupid.
You tell your retard, then I'll tell my retards.
Okay.
Ooh, and I have one, too.
Mm-hmm. That's a collective group of retards.
We'll go into the first retard story. Who? Earbuds or headphones? What the fuck, Politipod?
Huh?
I was echoing out of your shit. Oh, okay.
I didn't hear anything.
I heard myself for a brief moment. Eagles fan eats horse crap to celebrate. I was very confused with this, so I had to keep reading. Well, this is disgusting. Of course it is. An Eagles fan in a throwback Randall Cunningham jersey ate horse feces. They say horse feces. He ate horse shit off the ground in Philadelphia.
Road apples.
They specifically say last night, but this was, of course, something that came out after the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And why? Because he was happy, we think. By the way, it's not like people were trying to talk him out of it. You can hear the crowd of fellow Philly fans cheering him on as he puts his face right up to the crap. He didn't just eat the poop, like look down and be like, oh my God, I'm so happy the Eagles won. Let me go ahead and get up close personal, make out with this pile of horse shit.
They really missed a chance to use the title of Eagles fan eats road apple to celebrate win.
True. Still, most people do know the road apple is still a horse turd. And either way, this motherfucker got up close to it. Like he was face to face with poop and thought to himself, I need this in my mouth right now.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
a video of it.
There
He
is a
actually,
video of
he
it.
licked-
How drunk?
He licked the poop before.
All the drunk, Ren. All the drunk. Like 10 times drunker than Schmeckel on the
No,
normal
this
basis.
wasn't
All the drunk.
This is just how Philadelphia gets after sporting events.
Did you
They
see the
did this
people?
shit after ECW one night.
How are they more orderly than
Rioting.
Chicago was?
They're not. Okay, think of
They
this.
did
Nick
it
Warren.
after the Flyers one. They did it after the Celtics one. They did it after the Eagles one. They've done it after ECW events. It's just a thing that happens with Philly.
The
Think of it
malevolent writer says, Thorn, how about Eagles fan thinks he's the shit?
Yes. Thor, you have to understand, you know how like in Chicago when the White Sox finally won or the Cubs won, and there was a lot of drunk people, maybe some fist fights, maybe some people getting caught doing disorderly things in public that should be behind closed doors. But that was about the totality of what happened. It was a lot of drunks fighting, fucking, and everything.
Well, I mean, if there's not several fistfights in Wrigleyville after a Cubs win, it's just not a normal day.
Wait. Who's fucking in the streets because
There
the
were-
Cubs won?
Yeah,
Yep.
there are people doing that. Now, take what the Eagles fans did back home, where they burnt cars, looted, and set fires.
Ren, no, stop. Can these videos of the people fucking in the streets of Chicago be found on Pornhub? I need to know this.
Probably.
For a
I'm-
friend.
I'm
Or
sure
like
that-
Live Leak.
Or Live Leak or something. Someone has it.
There's actually a fight. There's a fist fight video out in front of the Slugger because, of course,
Mhm.
two dudes trying to beat each other to death. I'm just like, well, I'm glad you guys are happy. What the fuck? Why are you trying to kill each other? What happened?
Fight fucking feces. This is great. This is who the fuck are these people half the time? Like, why? Why? I get drunk and I do stupid shit. Usually it's me showing my dick to everybody at the party or getting completely naked, which usually involves me showing my dick to everybody at the party. I show my dick to a lot of people, obviously. But who the fuck gets drunk and thinks, woo, my team won, or the guy I was rooting for won? How about I eat some of this dog shit right here? This is a great idea.
Or like fuck somebody on a dumpster. You know, sounds like an equally great idea.
Yeah, hey, you crackhead, why don't you want to fuck behind this 7-Eleven?
I guarantee you 9 months from the date of the Cubs win, there's going to be like an explosion of babies. Just all the babies.
You know damn well there's going to be an explosion of births 9 months to the day from when the Cubs actually won a World Series. Because that's going to be every and you could tell because there's going to be a lot of Hispanic names on white children.
Yeah.
Who's doing this?
The Cubs have a lot of Hispanic players.
And
is what
Dominican
she's getting
players.
at. And Dominican players. So there's going to be a lot of Hispanic names and white children.
Yeah, true. This is
Name
our
them after their favorite players.
This is our son Sosa and our daughter Sammy.
This is our son.
I know twins that are named Sosa and Sammy.
Oh
This
fuck!
is-
I wonder
First-
what happened that night.
This is
No,
our
they just
son,
like Sammy Sosa.
Anthony Rizzo, and this is our
Anthony
other
Rizzo.
son, Araldus Chapman.
I also know a girl named Waveland.
There's a lot of it's
Wait,
actually
wait.
been proven in a lot of cities when they have teams that finally win something after a very very long time, there's an explosion of children, but a lot of them start having very similar names because the parents will frequently for 9 months talk about, we're going to name this kid after the guy who had the winning play, and suddenly there's like an explosion of children with that name.
Mm-hmm.
This one's Kobe and Kobe and Kobe and Kobe and
And
Kobe
Kobe.
and Kobe and Kobe.
Yeah, I went to high school with a girl named Waveland, which, if you don't know, is one of the streets that Wrigley Field is on.
Waveland.
Okay. So
The story is that the mom had a C-section and didn't get to actually name her, so he put that name on the birth certificate.
What do we name her?
But
Fuck.
she was out.
my mom couldn't think of a name for my older sister when she was born, so my mom just told the doctor, I don't know, give her my fucking name. So my sister had the exact same name as my mom for the longest time. The difference is my mom's got one of those first names that actually can be shortened up into different versions of the name. So we just called her a fucking nickname to actually differentiate between the two of them. And so every time I fucking run into that situation, I get really pissed off when I have to deal with 7 different Maria Rodriguez's.
Well, Rockus, at least your dad put nicknames, because otherwise that'd be a very awkward drunk Friday night text if it was your mom's name and your sister's name right next to each other.
That would have been very fucking confusing. I'm just like,
Here's a fun one.
oh, fun one.
Ooh.
When I hit high school, I got put in a class in my first year with 3 other girls that had the same legal first name as me, and 2 of them shared a last first initial with me as well.
Oh, that poor teacher.
she's like, I'm gonna have to number you guys. She's like, no, the brown one.
The brown one.
Because that was the only Hispanic kid in class.
That's. I swear that's got to be.
I don't
the
care. It's a
fucking
descriptor.
Thing. Yeah, no, that's fine. I just really wish that there were actually, like, you know, usually whenever I dealt with multiple Marias, it would be in some public setting or my own fucking family. God damn it! But like, if I had 2 different Marias in class at once, and one of them was brown and the other one was actually, like, you know, Spaniard from, like, straight up from fucking Spain kind of shit, I would love to have heard my teacher go, Maria, the brown Maria, or the white Maria. I would have fucking loved to see that. That would have been, that would have made my day.
She just got exasperated one day.
Of course. You can't.
I wasn't talking, and she wanted me to talk.
To be fair, though, it can't be any worse than a Hispanic family in the name Carlos.
I have several.
Oh, God. You just go to certain apartment blocks in Chicago and scream Juan and see how many windows open.
I actually could see that, too. Like, I could just walk into a Hispanic neighborhood, scream out, Orale, Juan! And immediately just like 5, 7 different windows open.
Similarly with Carlos or Maria. Or Mary.
No, if I did Maria, she would probably already be married, and her husband would come out like, "What the fuck you want with my wife, Issy?
I'll kick your ass."
Don't make me come over there and fucking stab you. I'm just saying.
That's gotta be very confusing on the playground when one kid named Carlos gets in trouble, and suddenly kids are waiting for the middle name for the angry mom noise.
You mean like, the 2 middle names?
Yeah, the 2 middle names. It's like, okay, is it my mom or yours?
That would be very good questions. 1, 7 kids stand up. No, not you, not you, not that fat one. I don't have fat kids. Fuck you. Not the one who looks like his mom and his sister are the same person.
Somebody said if only there were more conquistadors to spread their names.
The sad thing, Brockus.
What?
Brockus, the sad thing, I used to live near Chicago, a lot closer to Chicago, and a more Hispanic neighborhood. I actually heard that phrase, not the one that looks like the mom and the sister are the same person, at the playground as a kid.
Oh, God.
I just realized something, that there was in my hometown, there was like a Montessori that was mostly like Muslim families. That teacher must have had the same fucking problem. Muhammad, no. You.
Other one who wants to
other Muhammad.
Or who wants to get nicknames, come up with nicknames, please.
My friend's brother had this problem because he went to that school.
I have a friend who brought his cousins over to his place because there was some kind of a celebration, a party of some sort. I can't remember what the fuck it was. We were drinking. I shit you fucking not. I heard him in the background because I was talking with other people. I heard him in the background saying, "These are my cousins, Juan and Juanita." And I lost my fucking shit. Like, are your parents not original? What the fuck is that? All you did was take the man name and fucking put Ita at the end of it.
On that note, do we want to transition over to my story because it actually fits in with children?
Go for it. But I just want to tell you that there is a pair of girls I know that they're twins whose names are Rose and Rosita because they're the parents of the most unoriginal people on the face of the planet.
I hate these parents.
Sorry, go ahead.
Now you're going to hate the school district there, Brockus.
Yes, I am.
This article is called PC Culture Killed Our School's Father-Daughter Dance.
Oh no.
A school district in where's the place? It says here somewhere in the article. There's a school district that has decided that they are going to get rid of any event that is not inclusive enough and not gender stereotyped. So they got rid of the father-daughter dance until they could find a new, more inclusive school dance to do.
Sperm donor and
You
child?
couldn't have just evened it out with the mother-son dance?
Usually there is a mother-son dance at most schools.
What's the fucking problem?
Schools hate fathers. Fathers are evil. Get rid of them all. How dare they?
It's in Queens. It's a school district in Queens.
It's in Queens? Of course it's in Queens. Why wouldn't it be in Queens?
So are we saying that we want less fathers in Queens to be involved with their children's lives? Because that seems to cause problems.
Well, no, this is a quote from the LGBT community liaison for the school district. Father-daughter dances inherently leave people out, not just because of transgender status, but just life in general. These can be really uncomfortable and triggering events.
But if one of the kids was trans or the dad was trans, why can't they still just go to the fucking dance?
That's a point he brings up, that the trans girls are about the only time it's inclusive because they can go and feel affirmed as a daughter.
Oh, yeah, because fuck men. So this is basically fuck men. And even fuck men if they're trans. Fuck them too.
Is this seriously, is it actually fucking pushing?
Because in this scenario,
my brain hurts.
Yeah, in this scenario, the trans men can't win either.
The funny
You
thing
have a dick or a metaphoric dick? Fuck you.
Yeah.
In this case, it was a Jose Garcia who filed the complaint. Irony there, because of names. But he did it because he was very upset because his daughter found out and got very upset that she wouldn't be able to do the father-daughter dance with her daddy.
I bet you his daughter's name is Josefina or Josefina.
But why?
Which one? Why?
Because the school district has decided to be inclusive, and because of life and other people, it feels triggering to those families, and it's really hard to deal with the idea that some kids have dads who want to take them to a father-daughter dance when they're in middle school.
Okay. So the little black kids don't get to go to school with their dads. All right, fine, fuck it, whatever.
We didn't have this dance, but isn't this a way for like the inner city to get parents involved in their kids' lives? Shouldn't that be a net positive?
Yeah, usually these dances are put into place in certain areas because it gets the dads to start spending more time with their daughters and actually pull them into their lives.
Yeah. It's kind of like the first day of school in Chicago. They get dads to walk their kids to school, and other men that don't have kids to walk kids to school.
Mm-hmm.
Because positive influence.
Yeah, let's be exclusive by excluding people. That's
hey,
how
you know what?
it works.
2018 needs segregation. Why don't we just bring back the black prom and the white prom? Why don't we just go fucking that direction? Except
because you won't know which one to go to.
No, I have no idea which one to go to.
Yeah, what would you go to if you went to a school that had a black prom and a white prom?
They'd probably stick me in the white prom. They'd go by skin color because they're racist like that.
Mm.
I don't know. You're married to Mr. Midnight, so you probably
and they wouldn't let him in.
Why wouldn't they let him in?
Because
what the fuck? Not to the white prom. I'm saying you'd probably go to the black prom because of that.
They probably wouldn't let me in because I'm mostly white.
Yeah.
See how stupid that is?
Tariq. Yeah, no. But Tariq Nasheed is married to a half white chick. So.
How stupid is that? This is all stupid. What is good? Fuck it.
You're roboting.
You're roboting there, Thorn.
F5.
I'm still wearing headphones. My rage moment was ruined by headphones.
Your rage moment? Yeah, apparently.
I almost broke everything. No, but like fuck it. Let's just go back to the 50s. Everybody seems to think everything was better in the 50s on either side, so let's just do that.
If we go back to the 50s, then well, actually, they had some pretty decent music back in the 1950s.
Well,
Also,
we can have segregated proms, no father-daughter dances, and all the women will stay in the house.
ooh, and we would have gotten Betty White in her prime. Yeah. Before she had.
Actually, in the 50s, there were father-daughter dances.
Yeah, there've always been father-daughter dances.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess because it's not a thing where I grew up.
Yeah, the father-daughter dance is actually something that dates all the way back to like fucking ye old England and shit.
Yeah, it was it was like a here's my daughter. When it originally started, it was probably an advertising. Here's my daughter. You want to marry her?
Yeah, that's actually exactly what it was.
That's what
The father
they had coming out parties.
Yeah, that was part of the coming out party. The father and the daughter would usually dance together for coming out parties, like my daughter is of legal age to marry and make babies, and here she is. I present to you my daughter. Sometimes she'd be fat, sometimes she'd be skinny. It didn't really fucking matter. Either way, king, royalty, nobility. Here's my hot ass making money baby's fucking daughter. That's where the father daughter dance comes from. The son and mother thing came later because people were like,
and also that's a quinceanera in a nutshell, isn't it? And a sweet 16.
Yeah.
Because guys generally don't really have sweet 16s, and if they do, it's not a huge deal.
No, for girls, it's a big deal because it used to be she's legal.
yeah, I'd
Or
still
she's
hate
not legal, but she's courtable.
16 was legal then.
I'd still hate fuck Kim Yo Jong. That's Kim Jong-un's sister.
Yeah, Pod.
Just
What's
saying.
That's a good one for you. It kind of leads into what you were saying, that link.
Oh, wait, what?
But,
What's a good one for me?
The link. It's in the side chat.
I don't see a link. I'm on my phone.
This is another one where I said, this is more retards. So a woman was told that she was not allowed to have her emotional support hamster on a Spirit Airlines flight. And was promptly told to flush it down the airport toilet, which she actually did.
Oh, did they get video of that? Because I want to see that shit.
No, she was like spending 10 minutes crying in the bathroom, and that they told her that it was okay. But then again, I mean, it's Spirit Airlines. The employees are probably mentally retarded.
True.
Is she suing the airline?
Yeah, she's gonna try. This is the whole thing with emotional support animals. It's growing to be a problem because last week there was a woman that was really pissed at Delta who told her she would not be able to bring her fucking emotional support peacock, yet she brought it to the airport anyway and was angry that they wouldn't let her on the flight with a fucking peacock. Why? It's a fucking peacock. They're loud, they're ornery, and they shit everywhere.
Isn't that most animals?
No, but especially peacocks. Peacocks are especially fucking mean. Birds are terrible in terms of like traveling and stuff because you can't really train a bird not to shit where it's gonna shit.
So are you saying that peacocks are dicks?
Peacocks are dicks. They're stupid dicks too because they're not very smart. They're not trainable. I don't know how you can train it to be an emotional support animal. I mean, even with the hamster, I can see like holding it to you and cuddling it. You can't exactly cuddle a fucking peacock.
I don't understand the appeal to the whole peacock thing anyways. It's basically just a giant colorful turkey.
That literally is what they are. You can eat them. They're edible.
They are?
Mm-hmm. They're peafowl. They're edible.
They're also endangered, so you're not really technically able to eat them.
Endangered. They're threatened, not endangered. But
threatened, endangered, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Threatened and endangered are not the same
still
thing.
Protected species.
Yeah, they're a protected species.
Awesome. So this means that if PETA steps out of line again, I can threaten to eat an endangered species. Fuck yeah.
But the hamster was basically a dwarf hamster that she's had after a cancer scare. And she claimed that she called Spirit Airlines and that the person at the desk said it was okay. But the fact that they weren't going to charge her, this being Spirit Airlines, should have been a clue that person had no fucking clue what they were talking about. That or she didn't ask the right questions. That or she didn't call, because I think that she took a magical trip to this didn't fucking happen land.
Yeah, it's hard to believe an airline Or even someone who worked in the airport itself wouldn't stop her before she put the live hamster in the toilet.
No, they encouraged her to. Because Spirit
That's-
Airlines is terrible. I kind of don't doubt that because they are the worst
Spirit
airlines.
Airlines is the one that they made the movie about, Soul Plane, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They're
I think
terrible.
that was actually like the premises because it was such a shitty fucking.
They are American Ryanair.
Spirit
American-
Airlines is the airline that made flying Southwest seem normal.
Yes. They
Oh.
will
And that
nickel and
video-
dime you for everything. They charge you $50 to check your bags.
And that's the
Let's
video I
check
want to
your
see.
That-
The video of
That's
her
what-
crying her eyes out. I don't want to put it in the toilet. It's okay, honey. Just put it in the toilet. End its life. You don't need it in your life. It's a crutch. It's a weakness. Go ahead and put it in the fucking toilet, you stupid little bitch. Just put it in the fucking toilet.
Well, she's claiming that the Spirit Airlines employees pressured her to do this.
Is she
Yeah,
Is
retarded?
she suing them?
I don't know. She has an emotional support hamster. That's very possible.
Because if Spirit Airlines made a retarded person put a live hamster
She's
or
not-
flush it down a
She's
toilet,
not retarded. She's just I think she had cancer or something like that. That's what.
Yeah, she was emotionally attached to the hamster because it helped her through cancer.
The girl doesn't. Well, for one, I don't think she is retarded. For two, she doesn't look retarded.
why is PETA attacking this airline already?
No, just her.
PETA's attacking the girl, not the airline.
I
For
would-
putting the
Probably
fucking
she's
hamster in.
I would have sued the airline already.
But here's the thing with emotional support animals. It really is out of hand now because generally 9 times out of 10, whenever I see someone that says, I have an emotional support animal, no, you just want to keep your pet with you at all times. So you're saying that to try and make it so that legally people can't kick you out except emotional support animal is not the same thing as a service animal.
Well, yeah. If this had been a service animal, Spirit Airlines would have been fucked.
Yeah.
Yes, Spirit Airlines would have been fucked, but Delta would not have been because actually no, Spirit Airlines would not have been fucked because Spirit Airlines claimed that we do not allow rodents on our planes, period, because they are a health hazard.
Mm.
Probably the same for the peacock. It's a health hazard. So they're still allowed to say no if it's some kind of detriment to their to the people flying. Like if they see a service dog that's acting aggressive, they can say no.
True, but they can't make you kill the dog because then
No.
they know that'd be like a shit show on their
No,
part.
they can't make you like execute the dog in the terminal. No, they're not gonna do.
Executing the dog in the terminal, huh?
But service animals are trained to do a specific purpose. Emotional support animals are sometimes trained to do a specific purpose, but normally they're just there for emotional support, and you're legally allowed to not let people bring them into
Mm.
because they cause issues a lot of times. I'm sorry to say, they do. Because there's a lot of shitty people that just get that little piece of paper so that they can bring their dog in the grocery store.
So how long till the lawsuit comes along from like some girl's mother? Like my daughter is now traumatized because she saw you flush a hamster.
No,
You're
she
now
flushed
suing
it
you.
herself. She flushed it herself.
No, I'm saying for the woman who did it.
Oh,
Like how long till she gets the lawsuit? You emotionally traumatized my daughter,
because you flushed a hamster down the toilet.
and she saw it.
I want to see that happen so badly. I don't think a lot of this shit happened. I really think that she's lying about certain parts of this.
Like maybe the hamster died, and all of the stuff that she's claiming is like.
Well, no,
They-
that she called mostly that they said it was okay and didn't charge her for another seat.
Is there proof that she did flush the hamster?
She said she flushed the hamster. I have no reason to doubt that she did.
Now that also brings up a question because airlines will eventually, dump from their height, all of the stuff inside their fucking tanks and everything like that, the toilets and such. Do you think the hamster came out on its own or with the shit ball?
Oh, that's terrible.
It's terrible, but it's got you thinking. It's making you wonder. Like I don't know. Could there very well have been a shitty fucking hamster flying through the air, traumatizing a school of kids because, boom, it's not going to fly as far as the shit ball, the big shit ball.
Right.
And where would it have landed? What school?
Oh, what if it crashed like a suicide victim on like some kid's lunchbox?
Oh
God.
And so the kid just looks down and goes,
I would fucking pay money to see that shit happen. I would go broke to see that video.
Next on Channel 4 News, giant story hamster claims another victim.
It just came out of nowhere.
It's like that fucking episode of South Park when the giant guinea pigs start attacking it.
Radioactive hamster.
Oh, God.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Hamster.
I don't think that would be a good show. It would just be a bunch of fat ninjas just shitting and eating everything.
Fat fluffy ninjas.
So, who wants to get pissed off because this fucking thing made more money than all of us?
What did?
I mean, that's like my life. Go ahead.
Yeah, Grumpy Cat wins $700,000 in federal case over identity.
What?
Yeah. I guess nobody heard about this because
I fucking give up.
So, Santa Ana, California. It still won't make her smile, but Grumpy Cat has won some scratch. I hate you, ABC News, for the pun.
Mine was better. Fuck the ABC News.
Right. A California jury gave the furry frown queen more than $700,000 this week in a federal lawsuit over the use of her identity. According to the documents obtained by the Washington Post, owner Tabitha Bundison of Morristown, Arizona, won the lawsuit first filed 3 years ago against the Grenade Beverage Company. Apparently, Grumpy Cat was asked to be a mascot for their one of their latest beverages, the Grumpachino. And Grenade Beverage Company took liberties on that and started using Grumpy Cat's image for a bunch of their other stuff. And that pissed off the owner of Grumpy Cat, who filed the lawsuit 3 years ago. And Grumpy Cat won the fucking lawsuit for identity.
Wow.
A cat won identity theft lawsuit.
Yep.
Why identity?
2018, everyone. It's not going well so far.
It's not.
It's going fine. I don't know what
really
you're
not.
talking about. It seems fine. It's just fine.
No, it's not. Politipod, I think you need to come out of that rock you've been chilling under for the last few months. I'm just saying.
What rock?
The rock where everything's fine.
Fine.
In other words, known as Samaj's balls. But
everything's fine here.
The house is burning down. This is fine.
Fine. Everything's fine. A cat didn't just win a fucking identity lawsuit.
Just burning it down.
Emotional support hamsters and toilets. 2018 is fine.
North and South Korea are becoming friends.
Wait, someone in chat saying, is Grumpy Cat even still alive?
No.
Yeah.
No, Grumpy Cat died like shortly after the meme came out. I think the thing is that a lot of people have been stealing images of like memes.
But wasn't there a Grumpy Cat movie with Grumpy Cat?
Yeah, no, Grumpy Cat's still alive.
Really?
Oh, maybe I'm thinking. Oh no, I'm thinking about the Gabe the dog, which is the dog that does all the songs, the little Pomeranian, the little fluffy one. But like the problem is a lot of people have been using stuff like Grumpy Cat, like they used all those Rage comics, not knowing that some of those Rage comics were actually like copyrighted by the people who made them, and they've been using them for like promoting their products. And there's been a lot of stuff like that going on.
Oh, like people haven't been stealing artists' work from the internet for forever.
Oh yeah, no, that's a big thing. It's a big no-no. Something you don't do in the business.
Yeah.
Urban Outfitters occasionally hops into the news because of that. They like to steal patterns from people who make fabric patterns.
You know what my favorite thing is that happens? Is Arby's has some of the greatest memes that no one appreciates because they'll put on like They had like the first one I remember was like there was a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is like an anime. They had like a sandwich beside one of them, and then I guess they used like a cardboard cutout and just like painted it the same color as the character from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, just with like an Arby's outfit on. And then they did another one with E Honda from Street Fighter, and then the most recent one I just retweeted. I think it was a couple of days ago. Was had something to do with I'm trying to remember. I want to say it was like what's
You
the
can
name
do
of
it, Pod.
What's the name of it? Smash Brothers. I think they had somebody for Smash Brothers on it. Hang on one second. I can probably check my retweets. Just give me a second.
Nope, Grumpy Cat is still alive.
Yeah.
What people are thinking of is there was a death hoax in 2013 that people went out around and said, "Oh, Grumpy Cat's dead."
There was
And
a
Grumpy
death hoax for a fucking cat.
Yes, there was.
Oof.
The internet is going so well.
Yes. You can't put anything on the internet unless it's true, right?
There was an internet hoax for a fucking cat, and people are eating Tide Pods.
People are eating Tide Pods. There was an internet hoax for a fucking cat. The cat
Milk is
fucking
racist.
won a lawsuit. Milk is racist. Up is down.
When it was Kate. What is the internet? Your stupid story broke me.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
And we have a super chat. It is for 20 NZ from Jordan Carey. What's up, cunts? Can't stick around, so shut up and take my money, please. Peace.
Ooh.
I can't read right now.
We don't have Samaj doing moans. Who wants to moan for that?
Platypod.
What's up?
Moan for it.
Moan.
Moan for the money we got.
I'm not a cuck like Samaj.
Fine. I'll do it.
I was gonna do it, but that was way better.
Hey, if you do it, it's going to turn on everybody in the fucking chat, and we don't need a whole bunch of people just blowing their damn pants up, all right?
They just leave to FAP.
Yeah, everybody would just walk away to FAP, or leave it on to FAP, because they just pause it at that fucking
Why not?
Yeah, no. Thorn, go ahead, moan. Keep moaning. Yes, show us that O-face. Oh.
I don't know.
Oh. That is not the way.
No, you do not tell me what is the way.
Not the way.
I know the
That
way.
is not the way, brother.
I know the way, my brother.
That is the way to the devil.
That is
I know the way of the devil.
That is the way of the devil, my brother.
I will teach you the ways.
You are
I
the
love
fist
that
of the
Uganda
devil.
loves that meme, like universally. They fucking love it.
Ugandans love it because it's based off a Ugandan movie. So why not love it?
And it stops all the death camp jokes.
Yeah.
This is true. It is replacing the death camp jokes. So it's like, yeah, we'll take Ugandan knuckles. Come on. Give us Ugandan knuckles.
Wait a
We'll
minute.
take a meme. Thank you.
There's a joke out there about Uganda that does not involve death and disease. Fuck it. We love that. Give us more. Keep talking. Keep making the jokes. I
Tell
don't
us
care.
more about the Ebola.
You know, Snapchat now has that heat map of different snaps in different areas, and I was watching somebody like go to different areas. He went to Uganda. He went through 2 and found a "Do you know the way" reference.
Nice.
2. That's how fast it was. They fucking love it. And it's just a dude driving when he says, "Do you know the way?"
And then there's some jackass on fucking Tumblr who's saying, "I'm from Uganda, and this is extremely racist." You must be the one in the family that everyone hates.
Everyone else in Uganda, no one cares.
Don't give us the death camp jokes again. We
Please.
want the knuckles. Give us knuckles.
Someone is saying something somewhat positive about our country. Stop. Shut up.
Nobody's talking about the poverty and the death toll and
Or the fact that we kill gays here.
yeah, the fact that we kill.
They do. You can be executed for being gay in Uganda.
You can be executed for being gay almost everywhere else, other than America and Western countries.
No, like legally. Like they'll have a
Legally.
trial and everything. Not just throw you off a roof because they feel like it.
Wow. Okay. Do you suck the pee-pee?
Do you eat the poo-poo?
Do you eat the poo-poo? If you eat the poo-poo, you'll die. We're going to kill you.
Oh my god, Africa, you're such a dumpster fire. There you go. Shithole countries. Oh yeah, that's another thing 2018 gave us. Such a great year so far.
Shithole country comments, yeah.
It's true, but like you never should have said it.
It doesn't sound presidential, but it's like it can't talk on the credibility.
It's one of those comments that it's possible to be correct and still say the wrong fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, shithole continent. Yeah. Anywho, next story. Not me. I told about peacocks.
We talked about the peacocks.
We talked about the peacocks. Speaking of Africa.
Yeah, we can talk about the glamorous face of Queen Nefertiti.
Share the picture.
She was brought back via. Here. All right. We really just need to see the picture for this one.
Yeah. So screen share.
Screen sharing.
All right. Go for it.
This is what they found based off of her mummy. So her facial structures, everything. And people are losing their mind and getting butthurt for one of two reasons. One group is getting mad because she's not black. A second group is getting mad because she's not as beautiful as all the myths would lead you to believe.
I wonder why who the people who are getting mad at her not being black are. 90% white people, 20% fucking black people.
And the 20% of black people think literally every popular or influential figure in history was black. So nobody cares what they think.
We was Kangs.
We was Kangs.
You know what's funny though? I love this face though because it's kind of like she might not have been the most glamorous, gorgeous of all the the Lady Pharaoh queens of Egypt and everything like that, but she looks sassy as fuck.
Right?
Oh please, bitch! You gonna wear that kind of tunic with those shoes? Get the fuck out of here!
Well, they didn't take into account she was 40, which for 40, that's not bad looking for her age.
Especially for the ancient world.
Especially for the ancient world, that was pretty damn good. And two, you also have to take into account a lot of what made her, or say Cleopatra, the iconic, oh my god, you're so gorgeous, was their power, less their looks.
Undercover Gale has, for $2, says, what a bunch of cunts. Thank you.
I'm going to keep doing that.
Yeah, she's not bad looking. She's not a bad looking woman. And also, they use the DNA profile as well, so that really is probably her skin color, her likely skin color.
Yeah,
that's a good possibility of that.
Because she was Egyptian, and a lot of Egyptians had a lot more Roman blood in them than what people would like to admit.
Yes,
it's not even just that. It's actually I can't go into all the specifics about it because I never really studied biology all that much, but I have actually watched a lot of History Channel and kind of looked into this sort of thing. But specific regions of the world would cause skin tones to darken or lighten up depending on the actual atmosphere, the area that they live in and such like that. Mm-hmm. So the reason why Egyptians, Greeks, the Turks, and so many other people that live right on the hemisphere, the reason why they all have essentially like bronze skin more than they have like, purely white skin or black skin or even really brown skin, the reason why that skin complexion comes into play is because the actual temperature there is very nice. The closer you live to the actual hemisphere in that particular area of the world, the nicer it is. So you can wear things that like, you can wear what the Egyptian wore or what the Romans wore or what the Greeks wore, the skirts and the loose and the silk and all that good shit and look fabulous as fuck while at the same time not worrying about freezing most of the time. The only time the Romans ever wore heavy cloth anything was when they were conquering in Britannia or Germania or basically anywhere they spread their empire past where Greece and Rome and Italy were and all that shit. Because if you go to Italy, it's fucking nice right now. Italy is nice this time.
It's a really nice area of the world to live in ancient times. Real nice. Very temperate. Lots of getting sun.
So that's why you had lighter skinned people in those regions, which is why a lot of people throw a hissy fit when they say all the pharaohs were black because it was in Africa. Not really, homie.
They definitely weren't like blonde haired, blue eyed though.
No.
Definitely no. That's a trait that was more common for, by the Spaniards than other people. Spaniards and Scandinavians.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: if you take two people that are born like sub-Saharan Africa, let's say twins, you leave one in sub-Saharan Africa, you move one to like the United States. The one from the United States is gonna have lighter skin. It's just how it's gonna end up.
Yeah, Bruni Strongbeard corrected me. Equator. I meant the equator. Closer to the equator. What is the Earth's belt?
Yeah, people with blonde hair and blue eyes wouldn't last very long on the equator.
No, not really.
They die. They
Or
get skin cancer and fucking die.
They get skin cancer and die. Or they would be considered like a treasure. So they probably, we captured this woman and we're going to make her make babies for us and get rid of her.
Technically, they'd probably die of infection first because it is a burn.
That's true, yeah. I don't know where all these dark spots come from, but fuck it. I'm not fucking the dark spots.
No, I think many a colonizing force has been fucked up by just the weather.
Yeah.
Didn't dress for the weather, and then you're dead. Good job.
Actually, that's very true because historically speaking, Napoleon Bonaparte and Adolf Hitler made the exact same mistake by not actually taking into consideration Russia's cold. It's cold.
Russia's cold as fuck.
There's a reason there's so many pale, Snow White looking Russian women. They never see the sun.
Right?
They actually don't see the sun so much. A lot of them get rickets.
In Russia, we never see sun because he's always cold as fuck. There's clouds everywhere. He's most likely blizzard. We don't have rain either, unless he's fucking ice cold and comes down like hail.
Like, so you can't just go outside and see the sun. It's like, I can go outside to see sun, but then I lose finger.
Yeah. Well, maybe that explains why there's so much cream and milk in all their food. They have to make up for the lack of sun somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get a glass of water? Yes, here you go. This isn't water. This is vodka. We don't have water. It's all frozen everywhere. Vodka is never freeze. Okay.
Could you just boil it? Vodka is never freeze.
Vodka?
Okay.
Yes, vodka is never freeze here. I never freeze.
I never freeze.
Oh yeah, and then in the spring, it's just hi. It's just sorry, that was Mr. Midnight. It's just mud.
Sorry.
Mud everywhere. You're good.
You cis motherfucker.
Mr. Midnight, I love you.
Pod says he loves you.
Huh?
Pod says he loves you.
Okay.
He said okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no dog. No dog. No
You
dog.
get an I love you back, Pod.
What's up?
I said you can't even get an I love you too.
Well, I'll just die then.
God, Pot is a lot sadder than Samaj. Like, what the fuck? I didn't think anybody could be more depressing than Samaj.
This isn't even half of it.
This isn't even my final depressing form.
Oh, I wish we could play. Point. I wish we could play a video because I do have I will explain the video since we can't watch it. But
okay, I'll stop screen sharing now.
Yeah.
And now I'm being screen shared.
A lovely African American gentleman has gotten 3 Old Navy employees fired over what I'm sure is a scam because I've worked retail and I know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how this goes. He goes into Old Navy wearing a jacket that he bought around Christmas time, which is something that they still have in the store because it's early January. He goes to pay for his merchandise, and they ask if they can scan his jacket so he can pay for it that he's already paid for. Here's the thing. At that point, I stopped the video, and I'm just like, wait, why is there something to scan? Oh, the tag is still on the jacket. So what this motherfucker did is he bought a jacket around Christmas time, left the fucking tag on, and went in hopes that they would ask him that very question so he could accuse them of racial profiling. Because now he's fucking suing Old Navy, and the manager and the 2 employees involved have both lost their jobs.
Okay.
Fuck this dude. Like, fuck this dude.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I think that's the actual equivalent to that meme of the guy riding on the bicycle with a stick in his hand, and then he puts the fucking stick in the spokes, falls over, and blames somebody that isn't.
Yeah. Because I stopped it there. I'm like, why does your coat still have a fucking tag on it?
Yeah, and no one leaves. If you get it as a present and there's a tag on it, if you put it on, go, it fits, okay, tag off.
Right.
You only leave the tag on if you know it doesn't fit correctly and you want to exchange it for a different size.
No, I'm the kind of moron that buys something, I assume it fits, I take it home, I rip the tag off, I put it on, it doesn't fit. Fine, fuck it, I'll try to lose weight to make that bitch fit. Or I could just wear it and have the fucking letters on my shirt get all stretched out, and everybody's like, why are you wearing that? I was skinnier when I bought it.
Yeah.
Usually it's a lie because
I'm
people
gonna grab
realize
some
you
water.
All right.
Yeah.
You grab the vodka.
Seriously, he did a setup on that place. I mean, what did he expect? They see a tag. They see a tag. It's not like there's cameras all around these stores that could say, oh, no, he came in with this coat. The cashiers would see it, but the cashiers would see anyway. So the only thing the cashier can assume is you picked out the coat, you like the coat. Here, give us the tag. You don't have to take it off.
Having worked in retail a long time, do you think we're paying attention to the door? Tip, we're not paying attention to anyone that's coming in the store. We pay attention to the people that are leaving the store.
Yeah.
That's how you prevent shrink. They fired 3 people for doing their job.
Ew. Oh, this just reminded me. Every time I go to the Walmart up the street from my house, I actually I see the hat section, because every once in a while they have a pretty cool hat that I actually enjoy. Like, you know, I've gotten my my Sons of Anarchy hat from Walmart's before. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I seen a Daredevil graphics hat. You know, the kind that you could find at a store called Lids or some shit like that. The types of flat bill hats that I fucking can't stand flat bill, so I always bend them. But like those types of hats, and it was at the store, and I was like, ooh, Daredevil. I love Daredevil. It was some dirty ass motherfucker's used hat. They took it off and stole one of the actual hats there. And I'm like, that's not a fucking good exchange and or replacement, you sick homeless bitch.
You like picked it up and then the smell hit you.
Oh yeah, that's actually the second one I saw was a Punisher hat. I was like, bitchin', Punish. Oh, you need Head and Shoulders badly.
So they were selling used hats?
No,
I just imagine you walking up to the register with like barbecue tongs and 2 hats in it.
No, they were, I probably would have. But no, they weren't selling used hats. Some sick bastard walked in with their dirty ass funky hat, took it off, put a different hat on, ripped the tag off and everything, and then walked out of the store with it. But they left their dirty ass hat there to basically say, like, I took one of your brand new clean hats. Here, have my old dirty one.
It might have been just so they look the same leaving.
Something like that. I doubt that. They didn't have those types of hats at the Walmart, so you know questions would have been asked. But I think it's one of those things where it's like, did they have a hat when they came in? Yeah, they had a hat when they came in. Oh, okay.
No, and it's also Walmart. So the cashier probably doesn't give a hot fuck.
The cashier probably be confused though if someone tried buying the dirty hat. There was no tag on this. I want this. I don't think this is for sale.
Who would do something like this? Nasty. You want this hat? You nasty. Ugh.
Some of my favorite videos are watching shoplifters get caught.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite one is a guy that got caught in Walgreens, and they're like, "Come on, get like give it up." And I'm thinking he's gonna open his coat and start taking stuff out. Nah, he reaches down his pants and starts pulling out what looks like close to $200 worth of makeup. Just he keeps pulling stuff out. It's like a fucking clown car.
I don't know what woman would buy that makeup. Because you think the packaging had ball smell?
No, they usually sell it to those small, shady-ass little shops.
Oh, yeah.
No, I meant for, like, when they put it back on the shelf.
That's true.
Like a woman at that store picking it up. Oh, I like this brand. Why does it smell?
Why does it smell like a nutsack?
Denise, why does all the lipstick smell like somebody's asshole? It smells like a gym in this section of the store. What is going on here? I do
Yeah.
not understand. Oh, girl, this color looks
it's one-
great. Smells like shit, but it looks great.
Oh my god. Yeah, one of the most commonly stolen things is baby formula and makeup and meat.
It's why baby formula is always locked up. You have to get a store employee to go, hey, can I just get the Enfamil, please?
Yes. Hey.
I don't. Well, whose dog is that?
Not mine.
Mine.
Mine's asleep.
Mine is in somebody else's room. Not asleep, just chilling. They never fucking sleep.
Mine gets the entire couch to the living room to himself. He doesn't care.
What kind of dog do you got?
I have a
stop.
dachshund. I have small little dachshund. He is thrilled that he gets an entire couch bigger than him to himself.
Oh yeah, of course. The small dogs always want something that's like fucking 5 times larger than them, and then the large dogs just want something they can fit in. And I love seeing those videos online where it's the tiny dog is sitting in the big dog's bed, and the big dog has no choice but to sit its ass in the little dog's bed, and it's fucking cute and adorable. And I laughed at the one where they actually were told by the owner to switch beds, and they switched beds, and I was just like, I want to play with you.
You seen the one of the big dog where the cat's falling asleep on his bed and he's like looking at the cat and like poking the bed, and the cat's just looking at him and he's like, fine. So he grabs the bed and just flips it. Like, I'm getting you off my bed.
That's one way.
The other way is what my parents' dog did, which is my mom's cat would constantly steal his bed. So the dog would just open their door, because he could, and get into their bed and go right in between them, almost knocking my mom off the bed every single time. Like my dad would roll over, and it's just slobber face because the dog had effectively kicked mom out of the bed.
Mine does this, but she's only 20 pounds, so she doesn't kick anybody out of the bed.
My parents had a purebred Saint Bernard. It was as big as a person.
Oh, I love Saint Bernards. They're big, they're fluffy, and I'm going to tackle the fuck out of them. Sorry, I'm a 6'4", 300+ pound man who will immediately turn into a child when dogs are involved.
Oh, really?
I revert back to like, I'm 6, and I will play with dog. Am I about to get a dox of your dog there, Thorn? Oh!
Oof.
Oh, it's so cute! Oh my god! Oh, I want to play with
that
it.
dog got doxxed, big guy.
Yeah, I know the dog got doxed, but
going,
Cannot
"What are
believe
you
you've done
doing
this
to
to
me?"
this dog.
That's the best kind of dox. I want to put a rope in my mouth and then give it the other rope and play tug of war with it.
He's Dachshund and Jack Russell.
The dog is just staring at the camera like, what are you doing to me?
No, Daddy has a treat.
Of course.
Oh, Daddy has treats. And it's like,
Jeez,
put me down.
And then she kicked me in the crotch, so I put her down.
Well, of course, I want treats.
Yeah. She didn't give a fuck about me.
Yeah, my niece's dog is actually there are only 2 humans it loves above everybody else. My niece and me. I don't know why, but it just she loves the fuck out of me. She's this tiny little dachshund mix. I think it's dachshund chihuahua or some shit like that. And she's extremely protective of my niece. But like when it comes to me, it's like fuck all humans. Oh my god, the giant's around. She jumps all up on me. She tries to bite my hand. She tries to fucking she will try to consistently bite the shit out of me until I go down to her level, and then she likes to climb all over me.
Nice. Oh, by the way, earlier I was talking about the Tide Pods and how 2018 is just going really fucking well so far.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about this, and I just reminded myself on a new note about this.
What's that?
There's a new fad on the internet. It's called the Hot Coil Challenge. So you know those stoves with the curly fucking elements on them?
Yeah, the little light
they
things.
put their hands in.
No, you put your arm on it and see how long you can hold it.
Oh,
I love permanently scarring my body. That's like my favorite pastime.
Yep. Yeah, holding your arm on a heating element is a new this is how people are disfiguring themselves now.
Thank you, Internet. Now I have to have another talk with my child who watches YouTube and is young as to why you don't do this.
No, that's the thing. We've gone full circle. When kids are really little, you tell them to not touch the stove. Now you have fully grown ass adults that we again have to tell not to touch the fucking stove.
I'm so happy
I
I have
love
an electric stove.
permanently disfiguring my arm because I'm retarded. It's my favorite
Just
pastime.
let them do it. They're retarded.
How
Oh,
much you want to bet it's
definitely
gonna be
does.
adults
Definitely
and
does.
it's gonna be adults and even like 9-year-olds who usually watch YouTube are gonna look at it and go, "No, Mom says stove burns. You don't touch it."
Well,
Okay,
the smart
so
ones are going to see this challenge and see the damage and be like, I'm never touching that thing. It's going to turn a bunch of kids off of cooking because they're going to be scared of the fucking stove.
I feel thousands of times better because when I was a kid, I had this weird obsession with shocking myself. Like my friend had a taser. I guess it was his mom's taser. He stole it one day and he brought it to school and he was tasing all of us. Now, when he tased me, everybody else got shocked and they were like, "Oh, that fucking hurt." But when he tased me, I felt next to nothing. I was just the shock of like something touched me is all that really like out of surprise. That's all that really happened. And then I was like, wait, hold on, let me see that again. So I literally stood there in front of all of my friends, shocking the fuck out of different parts of my body. I even went for the neck and I was just like, and I was like, apparently I'm electric proof or something. So yeah, these morons who are just like, let's take the hot iron curler. That's all I can do. All right. Enjoy your 3rd-degree burn, you fucking retard.
Enjoy your weird scar for the rest of your life that you're going to have to explain that you did this to yourself.
Well, yes, little Billy. Let me hop up in my lap, hop up in Grandpa's lap, and let him tell you about the time he permanently disfigured his arm because he's fucking retarded.
No, I'm more worried that this is going to scare a bunch of kids off of cooking and we're going to have a whole lot more opals down the line.
Oh, don't say
Oh
that.
boy.
Don't say Opal's name on the cunt stream because then you might actually invoke her.
We might
If you
summon
say her
her.
name 3 times, she comes. Right. That's the 2nd time. You got one more time, and then she'll be here.
Mr. LM002. No, we're not going to let Opal in the stream. Fuck off.
That was 3.
Shit.
Here she comes, motherfucker.
I swear to God.
Coming for you
Opal
now,
is-
bucko.
Opal is sick. She needs to stay the fuck off of streams right now.
Well, now her kid is sick, but yeah.
Well, her kid probably got her sick because her kid was on the in the background dying on the cunt stream a few nights back.
A&W, please tell me plastic bag challenge isn't a thing.
I like how we have to ask now.
Please
Okay.
tell me that's a joke. You're
I have to
trolling.
I was
Right?
standing. I have to sit down now.
Killer
Explain.
Cactus King for $10 says, I got about 15 seconds on a glass top that I left on high for 3 hours or so.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that means.
means. Oh god, yeah.
That means someone tried it. That means someone tried it. Brockus, as to what it was a joke, A&W said that the plastic bag challenge, you go in public, you put a plastic bag over your head, and then they set a timer to see how long it takes you to pass out.
Okay. Don't do that. That's bad. You're gonna die.
I want it to be. Thank you. It's a troll.
Oh, thank God.
You have to. You can't blame us, A&W. We've had Tide Pod challenge, and now Hot Coil challenge.
Yeah, I was about to say A&W, there's people putting their arms on a stove.
Before
So,
that, there were people
Here's
having
for acting.
the fire challenge was a thing. It
Fire
was
challenge was a thing. So
was a-
plastic bag
Can we
challenge.
have a
sounds like it could
Can we have
actually
a
be
stop
thing.
being a retard and go to work challenge? Is that a possibility? Is that
Oh.
a good challenge to have?
That's a good challenge. I like that
Oh,
challenge. Let's
Oh,
do
the
that
ice challenge was good. Not the ice bucket challenge, mine, but like cover your arm in salt and put ice cubes on it challenge.
You know, Ichabod tried that.
It
Why?
doesn't even hurt. Doesn't hurt. That's a myth.
Jordan Carey, have you heard of the Black Panther movie bullshit going on in social media out of drunken curiosity? You're going to have to narrow that down a little.
Just
I know
let
what
me
he's
enjoy
talking
my
about.
fucking movie. Fuck people.
I know
Wow.
Yeah.
what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about. I just did a video on this Saturday. Apparently, there's a group of black women on Twitter who are saying that they want to boycott the Black Panther movie because Michael B. Jordan has a Latina girlfriend.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's not even his actual confirmed girlfriend.
He also allegedly had said that he doesn't date black women. And thank you for highlighting the reason he doesn't.
I like Michael B. Jordan.
Right?
I don't understand why all of a sudden hate of the man. Like, I think he panders a little too much.
He
But
might
again,
he might have a Hispanic girlfriend, and that's a problem. Oh, and then there's a group of black women who are saying it's a psyop by black men to make black women look horrible.
No,
How?
you do that on your
Wow,
own.
that's some Alex Jones. That's some Alex Jones level conspiracy theory right there. There's a psyop milk by the government.
If I ask Mr. Midnight about this, he goes into a small rant. So
about the anti-black
no,
people
why he
thing.
doesn't date black women?
Oh my god!
Bring him on! Bring him on!
I
Bring
would
him
love
on!
to hear this rant.
Bring him
That
here!
will require pants.
Tell
No,
him
it
to put
doesn't.
pants on.
No,
Midnight.
don't put pants on.
Do you want to go into your rant on why you don't date black women?
Pantsless.
Just make it simple that they remind me too much of my sisters, and I don't like my sisters.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard that, but he says they remind me too much of my sisters.
Ask him what he thinks about the boycott.
Go put pants on.
Close
What do you? He's out of the room. We will when he comes back. What else can we talk about? We're gonna interview a black dude in a second. So
We're gonna interview. No, I don't want him to wear pants. It's for the ladies.
And Jordan Carey, I don't know. I went through a 15-minute video and several others trying to figure out what that had to do with the movie. Apparently, the tagline, they made a poster, and I'll find it, and the tagline was, if he doesn't care about us, we don't care about him. Boycott.
oh my god, that is the saltiest bit of fuck.
Yeah.
The
It's
saltiest
what
bit of
makes
fuck.
me-
I made a sentence.
It's what makes me think this is actually a legit thing, because there's a bunch of people trying to say it's fake. It's just there to make black women look horrible.
You know what's funny though? If I were to actually say I don't date white women, people would totally just be like, "No, man, you shouldn't." Okay.
Mm-hmm. Where is Mr. Midnight?
She muted herself. Let's get that dick.
Come on.
Ah, man. Yeah, I'd still fuck the shit out of Kim Jong-un's fucking.
You don't want to come on.
Yeah.
Okay, ask him what he thinks about the boycott, if it's a real thing by black women or fake.
Oh, he wouldn't know.
I can't stop looking at this picture. I'm
Does
sorry.
it sound fake or real to him?
So apparently there's a group of black women who want to boycott the Black Panther movie because the star is allegedly dating a Hispanic woman. If he doesn't care about us, we don't care about him.
Oh, I mean, they can go ahead and fry themselves a river or whatever, but I don't care. I mean, it's not about skin color. It's more about like who you actually fall in love with.
Aw.
No, ask him if it sounds real or fake.
Do you think it's a real thing or a fake thing?
I think it's someone crying for attention.
Oh, so he says real.
Mm.
Hot
So-
take.
Yep. Yeah, hot take from Black Dude. He thinks it's real, but also simultaneously bullshit.
Newsflash. Hot take.
I
think-
and Jordan
Where
Carey.
Newsflash came from, but
That
And
sounds like a
Jordan Carey,
rumble.
if you're interested, that was part of Shitlords Anonymous, which is on the Shitlords Anonymous channel, as that live stream now has its own thing going on.
I think that it's a real
Did you know
thing, but
that,
it's by women that have like no self-esteem whatsoever.
Mm.
Do you guys
Yeah,
know
I
where
found beer.
you found beer?
Yeah, I found beer.
Where was it? Up your ass?
No, it was in the back fridge. I usually don't check the back fridge.
It was in the back fridge.
You have 2 fridges?
Yes, we
You
are
don't?
like trash.
No.
I got a mini fridge. It looks like a Coca-Cola vendor machine thingy.
I have a micro fridge. It holds 3 cans of soda.
That's a shitty fridge.
Nice.
It was $20.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't spending $20 to just cool down 3 sodas. It's bullshit.
I
They could
drink
also
Diet
pull
Coke.
down
It doesn't
3
matter
beers.
if it's room temperature or not.
No, yeah, because it's equally shit.
True. Very true. Very accurate.
Diet Coke is not shit.
It is shit. It is shit or right. Your
Yeah,
insides
but
is garbage.
You gotta think. You like take out 1 can. You move one of the other ones to the front, and then you put a hot can in there, and then it cools the hot can down. So technically,
Stop trying to
it holds
justify it.
all the cans.
Then again, I
Bullshit.
drink LaCroix, which people have told me to them tastes like Fabuloso looks.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't know what LaCroix is, but I do know the porn star Remy LaCroix, and yeah, I drink that.
I also like.
LaCroix is like this. It's like this fruity fucking
Flavored mineral water.
carbonated water. It's fucking disgusting.
I
Good.
also have a, thanks to
No.
Tom Leach, I have a very large thing or quarter gallon of the pumpkin spice syrup that Starbucks uses. I'm well aware that Starbucks pumpkin spice syrup is horrible for me, but it tastes delicious.
Oh God.
It is
Somebody
garbage
get me
for you.
Starbucks
You, Anon, and
Fucking
Fat Pat, I swear.
peppermint.
There's nothing wrong with pumpkin spice.
There's
Pumpkin
everything
spice
wrong
is
with
light.
pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is terrible.
Pumpkin spice is the most basic white bitch flavor.
Yes,
I know.
it is. And that's what I kept calling fucking Fat Pat all throughout the fall. Basic white bitch.
How is it that can you?
I am proud of my
want-
basic white bitchness.
Mm.
I want to get Fat Pat
I don't
on
know
me,
what
so
drinking
jealous.
LaCroix makes me.
I would like for somebody to explain to me how to get the frothiness out of the top of a coffee drink after
Lick
you
it.
blend it.
Oh,
Lick it.
easy. If you go to IKEA, there's a nice, it's a little blender where it has a coil at the end, and you put milk, and then you froth the milk.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to make my own coffees.
Wait, out of or into?
You pour the milk in a separate cup, and then you froth it, and then you pour on top.
I was asking Pod, though. Did he mean out of? He has froth on top of your coffee? Stop using shitty coffee beans.
No. I've got. I go to a fucking. I've been trying to make my own like frappuccinos and shit. Like trying to do like my own coffee stuff here. And for some reason, every time I try to do it, it makes like this film of like bubbles and like very thick liquid at the top. Like
All right.
you can drink it because like the stuff comes out from underneath it, but it's just I want to get rid of that.
All right, we have 2 super chats from Ragnar Ulfberg. Shameless shilling for my channel and fun. I had on VR chat and watch my stream I just made. Much love, LOL. Hashtag Fright Power. Hashtag All Hail Blue Whale. And then a $2 one followed up saying, "You don't have to read that."
Well, then you should have said the $2 one first, Ragnar.
Oof.
Okay, firstly,
Oof.
I have to do this. Fry Power. All Hail Blue Whale.
Fry
I'm actually
Power.
wearing a Fry
Oof.
Power t-shirt right now. Secondly, oh yeah. Oh, that's very good. Oh, yes. Drinking Japanese beer, doing a Japanese thing.
Is it Sapporo?
No, it's Kirin Ichiban.
Mm.
Oh, I know. I like that one too. We
I'm
have that
thirsty now,
at a,
too.
there's this like local fucking Chinese place here that's or Japanese place rather that sells it.
Ren, what are you doing? Rolling a joint? Oh.
Cigarette, dude. Cigarette. I roll my own cigarettes
She's
to
rolling
save
her
money.
own cigarettes.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm paying more attention to the clavage than the actual cigarette.
The
Fair enough.
clavage. The clavage.
Yes. Everybody loves the
Yes,
clavage.
the clavage. Hello, my name is Vian. I love the clavage.
Stupid flyaway tobacco.
Oh,
All right.
God.
So, since this is the Cunt News Network episode, let's go ahead and jump into another news story. It's one I found because the third one that I actually had found for the show disappeared from my fucking phone, and I'm a little pissed. But I found another one that's almost as interesting, at least stupid. 500,000 bees die in Iowa vandalism. 2 boys charged. Justin and Tori Engelhart. It's a D and a T at the end of their name, but whatever. Husband and wife beekeepers in Sioux City, Iowa, discovered a tragic surprise late last month when they went to check their 50 beehives. The hives, home to 500,000 bees, and had been overturned and hacked apart. The couple's supply shed had been ransacked. Okay, I love honey too, but holy fucking shit, guys. What the hell is with this?
It's like animal. That's not even vandalism anymore. It's like animal cruelty.
I don't know. I don't
That's
think animals are...
Destroyed their homes and killed them all.
That's a lot of money wasted there. Like, they
The
wasted
beef farming is expensive, so
thousands of
for that
dollars.
couple, that's devastating.
Oh yeah. The result was 5 million dead bees and an estimated $60K in damaged property. Major setback for the Eaglehearts and their 6-year-old honey business. They've been doing this for 6 years,
Jeez.
pulling in had $60K worth of fucking equipment, and that shit's all gone now.
Yeah.
Please tell me that the kids got caught.
Yeah. He said the 2 kids were charged.
Yeah, let me. On Wednesday, nearly 3 weeks later, the Sioux City Police Department arrested 2 boys in connection with the vandalism. The charges included 3 felonies, criminal mischief, offense to the agriculture animal facility, and burglary. And one aggravated. I think that's how it's coming off. Aggravated. Misdemeanor for possession of burglary. Aggravated. I'm retarded. Me no English could do good. Okay, me sorry.
It's okay. I'm having trouble with English tonight too.
One was charged with aggravated misdemeanor for possession of burglary tools, according to the Sioux City Police. The names of the boys:
burglary tools. What?
Hatchet, maybe. I don't know.
Crowbar,
hatchet, sledgehammer. Bolt cutters?
That just seems like that's reaching. If
not if they used it in the crime. If they used it in the crime, then yeah, he had the tools, which means it was pre thought out, and he brought it with.
But it wasn't burglary. It's
God,
not really burglary.
Oh, didn't they say they stole stuff from the shed?
Yeah, it's burglary if they stole from the shed.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay,
yeah.
I thought it was just like they vandalized the place and destroyed all that property.
Yeah, the case actually gets more fucked up.
Never mind then.
Keep going.
Continue with the fucked up.
They say the names of the boys, but it's the ages of the boys are 12 and 13. The names of the boys are being withheld. And they are 12 and 13 years old since they're juveniles. As the cases involve minors, they're likely to be adjudicated. English, motherfucker, just speak it.
Technically, that's Latin.
Okay. Adjudicated in juvenile court, sparing the boys up to 10 years in prison and fines as much as $10K each if they're convicted.
That's it? Out of 60? No, fucking put them in prison.
The parents are probably going to be paying out the wazoo because the parents are going to be the ones doing restitution because that's going to be ordered.
You realize that these are 12 and 13-year-old kids, correct?
12 and 13-year-old kids.
That's why I said the parents.
They should. Well, I'm talking to Thorne. You shouldn't throw kids in jail willy nilly like that.
This isn't willy nilly. This is $60K worth of damage and possibly ruining someone's livelihood forever.
Yeah, the story just continues on from there, basically covering that.
Yeah, but this doesn't deserve a slap on the wrist.
Because the likelihood that they'll be able to replace the bees and get back on their feet.
That's what I mean.
Be up till the time they're 18, but don't send them to like adult jail for that.
No, not adult jail. Juvie. And then
Yeah,
adult
that's
jail when they
fine.
turn 18. Fuck 'em.
Because then then it wouldn't be that long. They'd be in juvie till for probably 6 years of their sentence for one of them, 2 years in adult jail, and then make them pay the restitution of that of split it 50-50 between the two. Because otherwise they're going to get off with community service, a slap on the wrist, and the parents are going to have to pay that expense.
Yeah, and
You know,
like I said, that doesn't cover the fact that these people now need to recover from this. They might never.
I actually hate cases that involve kids just because of the fact that there's always going to be people similar to Politipod who are basically saying, but they're kids.
Mm.
At this point, I honestly don't give two shits if they're 12 and 13 years old. By now, by that age, you should know not to do shit like that. You should have been told by your parents. If I was a 12-year-old kid again and I did something fucking stupid like that, I would have got my ass beat. I wouldn't have been outside for 3 years.
No, I would never go outside again unless it was to like fucking work off this.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're mowing lawns and shit.
Oh, yeah.
This is the only reason you're allowed to leave the house. This and school. That's it.
I understand that kids will be kids and they do stupid shit and everything like that, but like how far can that really take us?
Not
Like,
very far.
If the kids committed a murder or attempted murder, should we just give them a lesser sentence despite the fact that they know what death is?
Slender Man case.
Yes, that's
anyone?
exactly what you should do. It depends on the age of the child, first off. If they're like 16, 17, or 18, maybe even 15, I could stretch it to there, and they kill someone, yeah, I think they should be, going to juvie and then going to jail. These are 12 and 13-year-old kids. They are just now into their teen years. They did something really fucking stupid. Speaking from experience myself,
this is not really fucking stupid. This is a very adult crime that they did, Pod.
They probably.
Yeah, I'm well aware. It's still okay. So it's not stupid because it's an adult crime. They still did it. They did something stupid. They didn't.
Well,
I'm gonna
adults do stupid things all the time. They go to jail for it.
Okay, here's the thing. Whenever you were a kid, did you ever go, I don't know, spray paint a building or like break stuff? Did you go break shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a part of childhood. That's a part of being a fucking teenager.
Yeah,
I understand that it's
somebody else's.
I know. I understand where you're coming from with how much money it is. I understand it's going to ruin these people's lives. I do understand that. I understand completely. What I'm saying is that the kids probably did not know what the fuck they were doing whenever they did this. They thought it was just some stupid shit that they could fucking break, and then they could steal shit out the shed. So, just because they are doing something really fucking awful, you don't know the context around that. That's for a court to decide.
If these kids beat somebody and paralyze them, would you want to give them a more lenient sentence? Because they've changed that person's life forever. Just like they've changed these two couples' lives forever.
We just had a discussion about this. We had a discussion about this the other day with the fucking two Slenderman girl kids.
A Gluck, Tennessee Marine, and Zell was actually a part of that discussion. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we had a discussion about this. So like it's not that I don't want them to be punished to the fullest extent of the law. It's the fact that they are a child, and what you are doing to that child now is you're saying, well, he needs to go to jail. He needs to go to juvie. He needs to be away from his parents for all this time, and then he has no development through that entire time, because there's a lot of development in your teen years. And not only is he going to be socially awkward, he's going to have a jailhouse mentality. Then you're going to send him off to the jailhouse when he has no social skills, and lots of bad shit's going to happen to him in jail, probably. So you're sending him from living with his parents to living in a juvenile detention center to living in jail.
Mm-hmm.
You are taking away a child's life for a dumb decision that they made at 12 or 13 years old.
How long do you think it took them to destroy all these?
Concept.
This is a dumb decision. That's as many dumb decisions as it took to cut the gate and destroy each and every one of those beehives and break into the shed and steal shit. That is not one dumb decision. This is a lot of fucking dumb decisions.
Also, I hear you on the let kids develop. Fine. Give them juvie time for like a year or two or 5 years. Half the adult sentence. 5 years in juvie. They still don't lose their life, quote unquote. But you have to get them to understand that you can't just give them a slap on the wrist, because then that sends the opposite
Okay, I'm not saying
message.
a slap on the wrist though. That's asinine for me to say. Make them pay the fine. Make them work for it. That's fine.
But they're
I'm
not
talking
going to.
community service.
The way
Make
the
them work for
system's
the crime.
set up,
Make
the way the system's set up, the parents are the ones who are going to end up paying that fucking fine.
Then don't find the parents. You can find the children.
No, you can't.
It's not. You
can't.
certainly can. I
No,
was
you
fined
can't.
myself. I was fined whenever I was 16. I was 16 years old. I got fined for going
Not
into
a
Walmart
12 and
stealing a
13-year-old
video game
pod.
from Walmart.
12 and 13-year-olds, by the law, the parents are the ones fined.
16 in some states you can't.
16 in some states, but most states, it's unless
Maybe
the
it's
kid's
just Kentucky
18.
thing. I don't know.
In
Well,
Illinois,
unless-
you can't. They have to be 18.
They have to be 18, which means the parents are the ones paying the fines, not the kids.
In Illinois, I believe you have to be 18. If you're below 18, they can fine you and force your parents to pay it.
Yeah.
So technically fining you.
I think that's the problem, though. Is sometimes it's a country law, a national law. Sometimes it's a federal law. Sometimes it's a state law. The problem is that no one knows what to do when kids actually commit crime and stuff like this. Hundreds of years ago, we would have just beat the shit out of them and told them never do that again publicly, or they would have been put down just like everybody else.
Right.
Fucking up until we banned children labor and all kinds of other crazy shit like that. Kids were actually being convicted the same as adults. They were being hung in the fucking streets just like adults were, because no one saw a difference between a child committing a crime and an adult committing a crime, because a crime is a crime is a crime. Nowadays there is nuance to it, but at the same time, how far does the nuance really take us? If a child commits a highly violent crime such as attempted murder or even something that caused somebody to be paralyzed, how lenient can we be on these children?
So
they might do it again.
I'm going basically off of the impact that it's had on the victims. Now, if they had just broken into the shed and stolen some stuff, yeah, maybe a warning and a small fine would be fine.
Yeah.
And return the stuff that you stole. But this is completely destroying their livelihood.
Exactly. If it had exactly, Thornton. If it had just been, okay, we broke into the shed, we stole some of your equipment. Fine. Here's your X amount of community service hours. Here's the money you have to pay to fix the lock. That's
your equipment
fine.
back.
Here, make them write an apology note and send back the equipment. Fine, because that's not the thing. It's the fact of if these people are even ever if their business is ever gonna recover. I mean, it takes forever to get a good hive going, let alone to get enough production to get, actual profit.
Yeah, this was 6 years worth of work.
Yeah.
It's going to be another 6 years for them to get to that point if they have the money for it.
You know what one of my favorite punishments in the old days was for something like this? If you actually did something wrong or fucked up, committed a crime, vandalism, all that shit, to like a person's business or even their personal home and stuff, you didn't have to just pay the damages. You literally worked your ass off every time you had free time for that person to repair what you damaged. So I think these kids, not only should they actually, be punished by the law and everything like that, but I also think that these kids, instead of maybe serving time, just to appease Politipod's, sense of like the children, make these fucking kids work for these fucking people.
Yeah, Trippy Poop was suggesting that. Give them free labor. They get free labor for the next 6 years. These kids have to work. Work for them. No pay.
I'm not opposed to that at all.
They gotta do all the
some people are saying they should be stung to death. Jesus fuck, they are still kids.
They're fucking kids, people.
They're human beings.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's an amendment in the Constitution called unusual crime. It's protection against unusual punishments. Cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, that's definitely cruel and unusual.
It's a very cruel and unusual punishment.
That's why I amended that to they're human beings. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Well, maybe a serial killer, but not somebody who didn't actually kill anybody.
Yeah. But can you imagine, I don't know, this just makes me think kids are being, that whole don't yell at kids, treat them nicely thing. It's
that.
backfiring because can you imagine any one of us if we had ever done this? Who would we be more afraid? Would we be more afraid of?
Look, I guarantee if I did something like this,
our parents
I wouldn't be.
or the cops?
I broke into a graveyard when I was younger. When the police officer brought me home, I was not able to sit down.
Yeah, we would be more terrified looking at the cops going, is juvie an option? Can you just put me right in the juvie?
Just put me right in juvie. I don't want to go home.
I grew up in very poor neighborhoods. My immediate thought would have been like, "Oh no, take my ass to jail. My mom's gonna fuck me up."
It's like mom or cop.
The surprising thing was it wasn't my mom that time. It was my dad that beat my butt, which never happened. And I never wanted it to happen again. Because my dad hits way fucking harder.
Mm-hmm.
With a spoon.
Yeah. It was usually my mom because she was the one who would pull out weapons.
Spoon. I got a leather belt.
It was a plastic spoon.
I got a belt, a coat hanger, a vacuum cleaner cord once. I got the infamous chunkla.
You got that chunkla.
I got Go ahead.
Go ahead, bud.
Go ahead, Pod.
Do you know the industrial plugs?
Mm-hmm.
That are like used for like the big fans inside of a factory.
Your parents beat the shit out of you. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's sadistic parents,
I did
bro.
something really bad.
What did you do?
I just got a spoon.
What did you do?
I shot a squirrel with an airsoft gun, and then I fed it to my dog.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Really
maybe you deserved that plug.
Yeah, you did.
The shit beat out of me. I got the fuck beat out of me, dude.
That was the only time that I legit had a hard time sitting down, though.
Yeah.
Like I was trespassing. I was technically breaking the law. Technically, that cop could have arrested me, but he didn't.
You wanted him to, though.
Huh? I'm just no, please, I'm really sorry. Can you just drop me off in the driveway? No, please don't walk me to the door. No. I'm gonna die. Climb the fence.
Why did you want to break into a graveyard?
It's a graveyard. Graveyards are cool. They're cooler after dark. Logic.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
You're talking to a person that pretends to be a vampire on a regular basis. You're really asking that question.
Logic.
I can't do the AP the kind of dusty. But logic. That's all I can get.
Logic.
But Thorn sneaking into a fucking graveyard at night. Oh, big surprise. That would be like Ren stealing books from the library. Oh, big surprise.
I used to do gravestone rubbings.
I actually funny thing, I actually did get grounded once because I kept a book from a library so long my parents got mad at the fine.
Big surprise, Jesus!
I have like $1,000 fine at a video rental place still because I kept one of their stupid videos the entire fucking. I've kept it for like 3 years now. I've never given it back, and I've never gone back to that place because of it.
You're just gonna wait for them to go under, and you don't have to return it.
Exactly. Defaulting on a loan, basically.
And here I am, the kid that used to just, fucking drink and smoke when my parents weren't around or some shit.
Oh, I did the same thing when I was like teenage years. I was 10 when the library fine thing happened. And my parents, it was just like a grounding, but they didn't know what to do. Because they're like, she kept a book too long to read it. Do we yell at her?
That's a tough one. Because you're going to yell at a kid for reading?
16 was the major shit, and that was... I got good at sneaking out.
I never did sneak out. Nah.
All the time.
I snuck out a few times. I got caught once and almost fought my dad.
There's actually a graveyard in Chicago where they release dogs at night. I can't remember which one it is, so I'll never break into a graveyard in Chicago.
No, dude, what the fuck? No, I need to go to Chicago now. I'm gonna get mauled, but I'm gonna play with dogs.
I
You're
have
the
a-
guy breaking in. You're the guy breaking in. It's like, why'd you break in? I had to give the dogs dog treats.
The dogs looked hungry.
Do we yell at him for feeding the dogs?
He's doing our job for us.
People
we
kept
really
climbing
gotta
the
arrest
fucking
him?
fence, so they put dogs in the graveyard. Now nobody climbs the fence.
I'm gonna climb
That's so
back
Imagine
up.
sad
why.
that there's so many grave robbers that they have to put dogs in the park.
No, vandals.
Oh, it's just vandals. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people like breaking there was somebody famous that was buried there. People used to take chip pieces off of their tombstone.
Mm,
Huh.
Is it? I think it. Yeah, Fred Power Ranger is asking if this is the Inglewood graveyard. It might be.
it might.
There
Inglewood.
might be more than one.
Isn't
Oh, it's
Inglewood the
probably
one
easy.
that has the pond that if you throw a stone, it there's no ripples? I know
Maybe.
There's one of those there's a pond in a graveyard in Chicago that it's rumored that there's so many bodies in it that there's no ripples anymore if you throw stones in.
Oh,
And people break into that all the time.
that is Bachelor's Grove, and it's in Midlothian, Illinois, not Chicago, but it's really easy to break into because there's the fence has fallen and everything. It's abandoned basically, so it's super easy to get into, and it's also super easy to get caught in it because they know this. The Park Service is not stupid.
Park services come back during the day.
No, you can't even go back during the day. Just like they said, don't come back. This place is abandoned. There's no reason for you to be here. Go away.
There's definitely nothing in the swamp. Nothing.
Definitely nothing in the quarry pond. You can go now.
Have you ever been to Waverly?
Don't tell me that there's nothing in the pond because I'm going to assume my comic book brain is going to tell me, nah, bro, go into the swamp
It's the Legion
because
of
you'll get
it's the
mutant
Legion
powers.
of Doom. No, it's the Legion of Doom. It's just gonna come out of there. So, meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Meanwhile, the Legion of Doom is plotting to do another plan that's retarded as fuck.
James Wells says the
Meanwhile,
Coke factory by me said, fuck it. Now it has electric fences and guard dogs because kids would break in and steal shipments.
I don't know whose
Yeah,
beer
sounds
this
about
is,
right.
but I'm drinking it.
Oh no, they stole like 5 Cokes. It's only like 20 cents. Jesus Christ.
Oh. This
Oh, no.
Japanese
That's
beer
like the
sucks.
thing like when I stole from Walmart that one time.
It's
and
a
got arrested.
Japanese-
It's a $60 fucking game. Like you guys make billions of dollars a year, and they wanted me to write an essay about how much it affected the workers there.
It does affect the workers though.
It's
Yeah.
just so silly. It's so silly.
They get
Like,
chewed out for it and it sucks.
No, Pod. It does
Oh,
affect the
my
workers though. The company will just start jacking up prices in order to make up for that loss, and sometimes they cut employees hours or pay because of the loss they're having. So it does actually affect them.
You thought they were going to take that out of their pocket?
No, of course not. Of course not.
That was silly.
That's not how that works.
No. To take it out of the employees' pockets.
Have you ever been
No,
to
I've not been to
Waverly
Waverly. I
Asylum?
want to go.
Okay, just let me know and I can get you in. I've got the hookup.
It
Good to
sounds
know.
like- so it still sounds like I need to go and hang out with the dogs in this graveyard in Chicago, and I need to go to that swamp to either hang out with the Legion of Doom or get superpowers. I'm hoping for superpowers.
You become a ghost person.
Oh my god, I could join Ghastly! That would be
Because
awesome.
he drowned in fucking Bachelor's Grove.
Anyway.
Ghastly would just go, "Oh no."
Oh, this fucking asshole. He's bugging the shit out of me on Twitter. He's fucking bugging the shit out of me in the comment section. You need to fucking chill, dude.
And now you're in the afterlife together.
Spreading the word of Al-Hud Al-Azim. Just double A. Spreading the word. Fright power, motherfuckers.
I need to look
Al-Hud
up
Al-Azim.
where that is.
I said Al-Hud Al-Azim, but like my brain won't let me say the word correctly.
My brain won't let me words.
Bim bim.
My brain no right word to speak and hurt brain.
English.
I speak Russian, apparently. Fuck you.
Then we move on to
Alright.
vodka.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and actually wrap this up
Yeah.
in a few minutes here. We had bees. We had
Peacocks.
blacks hating black. We had peacocks. We had Koreans making peace with Koreans. That still weirds me the fuck out.
Mm.
We had discrimination in a school because of a play, because the girl wasn't the right skin tone. We had retards eating shit. I'm still worried about Philadelphia.
We had retards burning themselves on stoves.
We had retards burning themselves on stoves with curling irons. We talked about the Tide Pods. We talked about a lot of shit tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All of it was rage-inducing. The last one, I think, was the only one that made everybody go like, this doesn't piss me off, but it kind of irritates the fuck out of me. What the fuck is wrong with people nowadays? 2018, we're doing it great.
Great.
Tonight on the show, we had Politipod, that sexy, sexy, sultry voice. We had Thorn Midnight, that gorgeous, gorgeous Latina woman. Love the brown skin. And we had Reading Run. Oh, my God. Oh, that lovely Harley Quinn lady. And, of course, our host, Schmeckel. I am Brockus, your host of the CNN for tonight. Probably not for the entire time, but for now, I'll be hosting this shit. All right, fucking cunts. Take it easy. We're out.
Later.
Night, cunts.